Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. There's a lot of buzz swirling around the league right now, and it centers on a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC West and even shake up the entire NFL landscape. Rumors are swirling that the Kansas City Chiefs, currently sitting at a 5-4 record and facing some serious offensive line struggles, might be looking to make a bold move before the trade deadline. And surprisingly, the player at the heart of this speculation is Humphrey, the All-Pro center who's been a rock for the Chiefs' offensive line since he entered the league. Now, what's fascinating about this is the possible return for Humphrey and how it could benefit both teams, especially the 49ers, who are always looking to add pieces that can push them closer to another Super Bowl appearance. Sources close to league insiders have been whispering that the Chiefs, who are retooling their offense after allowing an average of 27 points a game through the first 9 weeks of the 2025 season, might be willing to part ways with Humphrey in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a fifth-rounder in 2027. This potential trade would serve multiple purposes for Kansas City. First, it would free up around $15 million in cap space, allowing them to make necessary moves to extend key young players, including Patrick Mahomes, and bolster their secondary, which has had its share of struggles this season. Additionally, it would be a sign that the Chiefs are shifting toward a rebuild mentality, focusing on drafting and developing young talent rather than relying heavily on veterans. Adam Schefter, one of the most trusted NFL insiders, has hinted that the Chiefs are exploring options that could shake up their roster, while Diana Rossini reports that Kansas City has been aggressive as sellers ahead of the deadline, which falls on November 4th. This kind of move isn't unprecedented. It echoes last year's trade of Joe Thuney, which turned out to be a smart move for the Bengals, significantly improving their run game efficiency in the playoffs by plus 19%. That trade demonstrated how a savvy move up front can have ripple effects deep into postseason success, and perhaps the Chiefs see the same potential with Humphrey. Humphrey, who's just 27 years old and already an established All-Pro, is a game-changer on the interior line. His stats are eye-popping for the 2025 season, with a PFF grade of 88, 8 up until November, ranking him among the top centers in the league. His pass blocking is elite, with a grade of 81, 7, which ranks second among centers, and his run blocking is equally impressive at 88.7, also second. What makes Humphrey stand out is his consistency. He's allowed just 10 pressures and only 1 sack in 420 snaps this season. His EPA per run with him on the field is plus 0.28, compared to minus 0.13 when he's off the field, showing how much he elevates the team's rushing efficiency. The Chiefs' interior offensive line, which permits a 99% pass block win rate and an 88.7% run-stop win rate, would be losing a key piece if they move him. But perhaps they're betting on drafting younger players to build for the future, especially given their need to rebuild their line and free up cap space. Now, why would the 49ers be interested? Well, with a 6-3 record, the 49ers are still in prime playoff contention, but their offensive line has faced its share of injuries and struggles. They've allowed 36 sacks so far this season, and with players like Brendel hampered by injuries, protecting Brock Purdy has sometimes been a challenge. Adding Humphrey would immediately shore up the interior, giving Purdy a much-needed boost in protection. This upgrade would likely raise the team's EPA per pass from around plus 0.16 to plus 0.29, significantly improving their passing efficiency and helping the run game led by Christian McCaffrey, who's averaging an impressive 4.8 yards per carry for over 850 yards this season. The impact on the 49ers' offense would be substantial. Humphrey's presence would give them about a 20% increase in pocket time and a 16% boost in run efficiency, especially against tough, playoff-bound defenses that rely on heavy pass rushes. His ability to anchor the offensive line and neutralize interior pressure would not only protect Brock Purdy, but also open up more lanes for McCaffrey, turning the running game into a more consistent weapon as they push toward January. The upgrade could also be a game-changer for their third-down efficiency, especially against teams that rely heavily on stopping the run, boosting conversions by roughly 13%, which is a huge advantage in tight games. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the addition of Humphrey wouldn't just be a short-term fix. It could be a move that propels the 49ers into a true Super Bowl contender. In fact, the odds of winning the NFC would see a dramatic shift, going from plus 3,000 to around plus 1,400 with Humphrey in the fold. His ability to neutralize dominant defensive tackles, with a pressure rate allowed of just 7-9% against top-tier defenses, makes him a key piece in the postseason puzzle. Imagine him as the Kels of the offensive line, a stabilizing force that can elevate the entire unit and serve as a catalyst for deep playoff runs. His presence would likely increase their chances of winning the NFC West, especially against tough rivals like the Seahawks, who are currently favored at plus 1,000, and could even push them closer to Super Bowl glory. And of course, the impact wouldn't be limited to just the regular season. Humphrey's addition could be the difference-maker in cold-weather playoff games in January, where every yard, every second of pocket time, and every run call matters even more. His experience, consistency, and elite blocking ability would help the 49ers in their quest for back-to-back Super Bowls, giving Brock Purdy a reliable anchor up front and allowing Kyle Shanahan to unleash more complex and effective offensive schemes. Looking at the NFL history, trades like this, moving key interior linemen for draft picks, have often been pivotal moments that define franchise trajectories. Think of the Joe Thuney trade that helped the Bengals in 2024, or the moves that transformed teams like the Patriots or the Seahawks in past decades. For the 49ers, acquiring Humphrey could be a move that cements their status as a dynasty in the making, especially if they can leverage his talent to go all the way this season. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that could pay huge dividends. Of course, the Chiefs are trying to balance their rebuild and cap management, and parting with a player of Humphrey's caliber isn't easy. But with $11 million in cap space, and the need to address their offensive line and secondary, trading Humphrey could be a strategic move. They're reportedly eyeing draft picks for other positions like wide receiver, similar to the Broncos' rebuild last year. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they'll leverage Humphrey to set the stage for a future core. Meanwhile, as the 49ers look at this potential move, they see a chance to solidify their trenches and make a real statement in the NFC. Adding a player like Humphrey isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about elevating the entire team, giving them the stability and elite performance they need to compete at the highest level. With the right pieces around him, Humphrey could be the X-factor that makes the difference in playoff battles, and ultimately in the quest for another Super Bowl title. So fans, it's an exciting time. The NFL trade deadline is approaching, and this kind of move, if it comes to fruition, could be the one that shifts the power in the NFC. The 49ers are already contenders, but with Humphrey, they'd be a step closer to dynasty status, ready to challenge anyone in their path. It's a bold, strategic play that might just define the season and beyond. Keep your eyes peeled because this story isn't over yet, and the impact could be felt all the way through February. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Humphrey is the perfect fit to strengthen our offensive line and push us even closer to a Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us, and it's always great to see how passionate our community is. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. We're in a crucial part of the season and every move counts. Let's keep the faith and let's keep pushing toward that ultimate goal, another Lombardi trophy for the 49ers.